We may return sit-at-home order to Southeast states. IPOB reacts to Monday's compliance despite suspension. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has stated that it is considering recommencing the every Monday sit-at-home order it earlier made to push for the release of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. The group had last week, while speaking through its publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, called off the sit-at-home order, saying that the exercise would henceforth hold only on days its leader, Kanu, would appear in court. Yeah, but then it's like, when would that be? Because it seems like it's never. They always keep postponing it, so what's the point? Very inefficient. I don't even know what the plan is. But despite the suspension of the exercise, Awka, Onitsha, Nnewi, Nsukka, Aba, and other major towns in Southeast states on Monday observed the sit-at-home order, making the group reconsider its stand. Well, I guess that's a good thing, because it shows that people are actually serious and they have the end goal in mind, where obviously it's for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So maybe, at this point, IPOB has vindicated itself, because now it's purely now the people's choice. Since IPOB has said, don't do it, we will only tell you to do it on days we want to tell you to do it on this grounds and they've vindicated themselves, because then if people then went ahead to still do it, it means they did it out of their own will. Therefore, they cannot say that they did not know, or they cannot say that IPOB said we should do this, because now IPOB has now said, actually, no, we're not doing that. So, yeah, hopefully they stay updated, and so they understand that there are actually changes. Emma Powerful, who spoke to some journalists in reaction to the observance of the order despite the suspension, said that IPOB was no longer forcing anyone to stay at home, but added that people voluntarily decided to observe it to show how they feel about the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. He said the exercise was not entirely banned, but was only suspended, and that since the people were fine with it, the group might reintroduce it. He, however, said that would be after due consultation. Yes, we observed that people decided to sit at home today. We did not tell them to do so, and we did not force anybody, Powerful said. They are doing it to show how they feel about the detention of Kanu. We suspended the sit-at-home order for this Monday, but after consultation, we can decide to order that people should sit at home again by next Monday. As for this Monday, the people are just expressing their feelings. We are still consulting, and we will let the people know later, he noted. Sahara reporters earlier today said that some major roads in southeast states of Anambra and Imo remained deserted on Monday, while some businesses were also shut in observance of the sit at home, despite a counter directive from IPOB. Checks by Sahara reporters on Monday morning had revealed that most towns in the southeast still observed the sit-at-home, as some major roads were deserted and many businesses remained shut today in compliance with the old order. Everywhere looks deserted, from busy streets to major market roads. One of them is the Aba-Port Harcourt Road in Abia State. It is quite scanty, no movement, an observer had stated. The same was noticed along the Onitsha-Owerri Road, as people deliberately chose to sit at home. Most filling stations are shut in Onitsha, Anambra State, this morning. Olu Road in Imo State is also deserted, another resident had told Sahara reporters. Aba town in Abia is a ghost town, while Nsukka in Enugu is also deserted. On Monday morning, some business owners and consumers sat at home, not necessarily because they love to, but because they don't want to die. Even though IPOB has allowed people to come out, but what about the miscreants and hoodlums waiting for an opportunity to break into shops and loot people's goods in the name of disobedience? A resident had queried. But then that becomes that query is accurate, and it only shows that it's the responsibility of the government, because why should it be a big deal that you stay at home? There's an order, and why should you be scared to go to work? It's the society that has been built. The society has allowed for miscreants to have a certain amount of power, where even the police is not involved, even when the police cannot even come in to help, because now it should not make sense. If you want to go to work, go to work. You should not be scared because there's an order. And so because of how the society is then built, we of course now have riffraffs, miscreants, hoodlums, and other people, other, just away people doing things they should not do. So that is the responsibility of the government for not creating a society that is calm, that is peaceful, and that is secure. So that, of course, obviously, and with the problems of Nigeria itself now entices, and it's intertwined with this sit-at-home order, and then it makes it look as if it is IPOB that is the cause of all this, of all these problems. Really and truly, it's just a state of the country that people have been living in for many years, and that was just it. Somebody here says, this shows how Republican Igbos are. We follow our conscience, not orders. We choose leaders, not impose leaders. We reject a leader, and it is final. We don't need meeting on awareness to know right from wrong. We are Igbos. Our minds are wired the same. The struggle of Biafra has gone beyond mere rhetoric. The spirit is ingrained and evidently clear. The indigenous people have risen to take their destinies into their hands. We must continue. And I guess this is very good. I thought it's going to be very good. And they're going to have to stay stronger. They're going to have to work harder. They're going to have to be more focused, because it's not going to get easy. But I guess it's positive to look at how determined people are, even though, it shows that the agitation is personal to them. They take it very seriously. They look at the end goal. They look at what they want to achieve by means of IPOB and, that platform. But I think this is where you'd see the most success in any movement, because the individuals in there are serious, and it shows because they don't have to be told to do something for them to do it. So doing an activity is not just for doing sake, but they understand the reason behind it, and they want to do it. They willingly want to do it, and that's the best way to make an impact, when people are willing and ready. And that's more likely to build their unity, and it makes them even more of a threat to the Nigerian government. And of course the Nigerian government will come harder, because they are threatened and they cannot handle seeing a united people just pushing forward. And because the united people it seems as though with the way they're going, the united people are gonna win. So it is what it is. So respect to Biafrans, respect to these people for actually having this cause in their heart. I mean, of course, it's not only of course a lot of Igbos are not Biafrans. I mean, a lot of Igbos do not associate with Biafra, and some Igbos just don't at all. Some are confused. Some believe in one Nigeria. So again, it's in a place that is very divided when it comes to identity and expression, in terms of going as a state or as a separate entity. It's encouraging to see how united they are. But what I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.